Hi guys, this is the Innovative Minds Tutor. So in this video, we are specifically going to look at question 6, November 2018, paper 1. So the equation of the function, yes, before we begin, this video is specifically for grade 10 learners, right? Who are doing CAPS. If you are new to this video, don't forget to subscribe and like and comment. We really appreciate that, right? So let's begin. The equation of the function g of x is equals to a divided by x plus q passes through the point 3 and 2 and has a range of y is the element of negative 1 and 1 to infinity, right? So we need to determine the equation of g. How many marks is that? It's 3 marks, right? First thing first, let's write the standard for equation, which is a all over x plus q. You may note that we have a vertical shift or a vertical asymptote, which is 0. So what we are specifically looking at, it's the horizontal shift, which is q. So what is our q? We're given there, we're given there as 1. So it will be, you will place 1 here. Remember they said that it passes through a point 3 and 2. So this is x and y. So we are going to substitute. We are going to say 2 is equals to a all over x plus 1. You will then transpose 1 to the other side. It's going to be 2 minus 1, which will be equal to 1. Therefore, okay, let me see, did I substitute well? Okay, this will be, yes, 1 all over, where there is x, we shall place 3. So, okay, I think I made a mistake there. Let me just restart it again. So I was supposed to say 2 all over a all over 3 plus 1. So note that this is a. So taking one to the side, it will make this 1 because it will be 2 minus 1, which will be a all over 3. You will then multiply both sides by 3. Hence, a is equals to 3. So the equation will be therefore 3 all over x plus 1 plus 1. So sorry for that, I shouldn't put 1 here. We don't have the vertical shift or the vertical asymptote. We only have the horizontal asymptote. So this is how you were supposed to work out this. Yes, be very careful when substituting. Then we go to 6.1.2, the equation of h. We need to determine the equation of h, the axis of symmetry of g, which has a positive gradient. When they say they want the axis of symmetry that is a positive gradient, it will be y is equals to x plus c. You're going to use this formula. Then to get c, you're going to use the asymptotes. Remember that your vertical asymptote is 0, and we were given that our horizontal asymptote is 1. So we're going to have x and y. You will then substitute where there's y, replaced by 1. Where there's x, you're going to replace by 0. So taking 0 to the other side will make c 1. So in this case, we are going to have y is equals to x plus 1. Right, we are not done. At 6.1.3, they said sketch the graph of h and g on the same set of axes. Clearly show all the intercepts, all the asymptotes and the intercepts with x's, right? So guys, first thing, place your horizontal asymptotes. Remember that your horizontal asymptotes, it's let's say it's 0 and 1. Maybe 1 will be here. Okay, it must not touch the graph, it passes the graph. So we are going to have y is equals to 1. So okay, first thing first, we need to have the asymptotes here. To find the asymptotes of this graph, which is 3 all over x plus 1, okay, we will say x-intercept, let y be 0. So when we take, remember this is 0 all over x plus 1 there. Transpose 1, it's going to be negative 1 divided by 3 all over x. Then we can cross multiply to get x. So it's going to be negative x, which is equals to 3. Then the subjects can never be negative. Divide both sides by negative. So it's going to be x is equals to negative 3. Then the intercept will be negative 3 and 0. So we are not done. We need to find the y-intercept of, we're drawing the graph of g first. Then I'll also draw the graph of h, right? So let's put 3 divided by 0 plus 1. That will be math error. It won't work. It will be an error. We don't have a y-intercept in this case. So we are going to place our coordinate there. 0, 1, 2, 3. It's going to be here. So that means we are going to have such, sorry for that, we're going to have, our shape will be like this, okay, which will be negative 3 and 0. So obviously the other one that is at the first quadrant will go here, okay. Then we need to draw the graph of a straight line. Remember that the graph of a straight line you were given as y is equals to x plus 1. To get the x-intercept, you will let y be 0. So it's going to be 0, which is equals to x plus 1. Taking 1 to the other side will make x be negative 1. So in this case, it's going to be 0, 1. So we are going to have negative 1 here. The y-intercept, if we place 0 here, 0 plus 1 is going to be 1. So it will passes here. So it's going to be 1. So we are going to have a shape like this. So you will use a ruler. Yours will be accurate. So remember, it must not touch the asymptosis. So this will be the graph of h, and this will be the graph of g. So that's how you can work out such question, right? Let's move to our last question, which will be right. Let's move to our the last question. Right. Let's go there. Let's see what we have to answer then. Yes, we are at 6.3. Okay, the other one that we are looking at, it was 6.2. Now we are looking at 6.3, which is the last question of our video. Write down the equation of the asymptosis if f of x is given as negative gx plus 5. So what you should do, how many marks is that? That's 3 marks. So what you should do, we are given f of x here. We need to find f of x. Remember that g of x we were given as 3 all over x plus 1 plus 5, right? So this negative will affect everything that is inside the bracket. We are going to have negative 3x minus 1 plus 5, okay? Then we are going to have negative 3 all over x. Negative 1 plus 5 is the same as positive 4, which is the same as 5 minus 1, which is positive 4. So this is the graph of f of x already. You have write down the graph of f of x. So, but they said write down the equations of the asymptosis. Remember that the vertical asymptote will be 0. In grade 10, it's always 0. So what about the horizontal? It's going to be y is equals to 4. So that's how we can answer a question that involves a hyperbola if you're given in this manner. So normalize reviewing your basics very well. See you on the next video. Don't forget to subscribe and like and comment. We love you.